Kia ora whānau. So this video will be about my disastrous moments overseas. When I did the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu, I injured my toe, but I was able to get it treated in Chile and medical was free. I got my phone stolen in Colombia and the next day I was moving to America. That was a shit show. So the next day I brought a new phone instead. As soon as I moved to America, my bank card got blocked, and thankfully my friend lent me money and I paid her back. So lucky me. So it took me 2 days to get to Peru from Perth, doing stopovers through to Sydney, Los Angeles and Texas, and then finally Peru, and my luggage bag got lost in transit, and it took 2 days to get my luggage bag, and my luggage bag showed up 3 hours before my tour started. That was very stressful. Thankfully it wasn't my passport and my bank card getting stolen. Despite all that happening, I enjoyed traveling around South America and America, and I enjoyed traveling around Europe. I never had issues with traveling around Europe. Probably a few things that happened in Poland and Spain. So when I was in Barcelona, I witnessed my first pickpocket, not on me, but on someone else, and it happened at Five Guys, and all I heard was pickpockets. Yeah. When I was in London, I witnessed someone on a motorbike snatching an iPhone from someone while they were walking, but that's because that person had their iPhone like this. When going to Portugal, this Uber driver offered me a day tour, and I said no. And then the next day I hit him up about it, and then he said it was going to be 60 euros for the 1 hour. I'm like, nah, that's way too much. So there are Uber drivers out there, and mostly in Europe, that will offer you day tours, but then they'll charge you a lot. Yeah. This happened in Poland in Wrocław. No, sorry, not Wrocław. Warsaw. Something like that. This Uber driver, he took me to the station, and I gave him money, like cash, and he couldn't even pay me what was remaining, and I think it was only like £2 remaining anyway, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he went to the boot of the car and said, I'm sorry, ma'am. So yeah. When I moved to England, my first job didn't work out, but I was able to get work straight away, which was great. In fact, I had 2 jobs lined up, so a Monday to Friday job and a weekend job, so that was a win. I even had run-ins with my own family members, like a few weeks after I moved to England, or whenever it was, or maybe a month after I moved to England, just because they were jealous of the way I was living my life. When traveling around Europe, I've always flown with Ryanair, but there was this one time where I turned up to the airport and it was not before 2 hours. So there was this one time I did get charged like £40 or something like that at the airport, just for not being there on time to check in.